DreAllDay.com.
Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. Today's video is brought to you by the Mental Workbook. If you don't have it, you should have it. It's all about not just setting goals, not just deciding what you want to do or what you want to have in life. It is also mapping out. It's a complete plan that you're going to make for who you want to be in life so you can achieve all of your goals. If you're not sure who you need to be, doesn't matter how many goals you write down or how many things you want, you'll never get there until you take that first step. I'm gonna help you walk you through that step by step and exactly how to do it in my book, The Mental Workbook. The link is down there below. Today's topic. So why don't I just talk about basketball anymore? Why don't I just post? Some people asked me months ago, or whenever I stopped posting basketball drills so often, Dre, why don't you post basketball drills anymore? Why don't you talk about basketball? Or, I came to your channel because you were talking about basketball. And some people say, well, I like to talk about these other things. And some people say, well, I just want you to talk about basketball. And some people don't say anything. They just stop watching because they're like, I wanted you to talk about basketball. So why don't I talk about just ball anymore like such and such other people on the internet? They always talk about basketball. I'm going to tell you exactly why I don't talk about just basketball anymore in whether it's my podcast, my books, these videos, or anything else that I do. And there are reasons, and whether you agree or don't, doesn't matter. It's me telling you why I'm doing it. Let's get right into it. Number one, I have more skills and more interest in just playing basketball. I always have. I've always seen myself as bigger than just being an athlete, especially because of my path. It wasn't like this yellow brick road of sports. I was not recruited out of college, recruited at all, didn't have any scholarship offers. I went to a Division III school where most athletes do not go pro. Most athletes at Division I schools don't go pro. So at Division III, damn near all the athletes don't go pro. So it's not like it was guaranteed that I was going to even become a pro. And even on top of that, even if I did, I knew that at some point the career is going to be over. I mean, you still got all this time left. What else do you bring to the table besides the fact that you played a sport? So I had always been thinking about those things, even when I was playing sports and I was 100% focused on sports. Hey, what else am I going to do? What else can I bring to the table? What else makes me valuable besides the fact that I played ball or I can dunk or I'm an athlete and things like that? I've always had those other skills that, even when you're playing a sport full time, it's not like you're 24 hours a day just on the basketball court. You got some downtime. You get more downtime playing sports professionally than you get in any other business, any other job. I work way more hours now as an entrepreneur than I ever did playing sports. So you have that downtime. What are you doing with it? What skills are you developing in doing so? So all the stuff that, I don't know how much you know about me, but all the other stuff that I do now, I was developing those skills even while I was playing sports, even if it wasn't my main focus. So number one reason is I have other skills and other interests besides just playing sports in my life. Now, other people, maybe they just want to stick to a sport their whole life. They want to play it, then they coach it, then they train it, then they become an analyst or whatever it is that they do. That's their business, that's their life. My business is my life. So that's the way that that's one reason why I don't talk about all sports anymore. Number two, if you have more than one skill, you should be getting more than one check. So it goes hand in hand with number one. I have other skills besides just playing basketball, and now I trade on those other skills, whether that's professional speaking, consulting, coaching, being an author, being just an Uber producer of content, creating products. These are all things that I do these days outside of my ability to play basketball. I don't play basketball anymore. So as soon as you stop playing your sport, whoever was paying you to play it, they stop paying you. So what else are you going to do after that? You need to have other skills developed. Me, I've always, again, been I think they call it a polymath. When you have multiple skills that you're pretty good at, that's what I've always been, that type of person. I've never been the type of individual to focus on just one thing. I know some people say, oh, what's your one thing? What's your main thing? I've never been a person to focus on one thing. My main thing is focusing on more than one thing, whatever way you want to describe that. So I've always believed that when you have that, multiple skill, that you should be able to cash in on multiple skills in multiple ways and give yourself multiple streams of revenue, success, attention, whatever else you want to create streams of. You need to have multiple streams. I got a podcast episode on that very topic. Number three, there are more people out there that I can reach and help other than just those who want to learn how to dribble or figure out how high they got to jump to dunk or make the varsity basketball team or try to play overseas. While I still help those people at hoophandbook.com, I still got all my basketball drills. I still got my book, The Overseas Basketball Blueprint, which is the best, the first, the only, and the most comprehensive book on playing pro basketball overseas that exists. It's 200 plus pages long. You go look it up on Amazon, see for yourself, read the reviews on your own if you don't believe me. So I still reach those athletes, but at the same time, there are a lot of other people I can reach. I mean, there a guy I was talking to today actually who lives in my building was asking me about, who do you help? Do you help people who are business professionals or entrepreneurs? I have clients who are entrepreneurs who don't play basketball at all, never played in their lives. Business professionals who don't play basketball, don't even know that much about basketball, but they see what I do. They see my work ethic. They see my discipline. They see the way I carry myself and the things that I do, things that I put out there to the world, and they say, hey, you might be able to help me. So there's other people that I can help besides just athletes. I never want to limit myself just to the sports world. And again, it doesn't mean there's something wrong with you if you do, but that's never been my thing. And other reason, the world is always moving. Fourth reason, the world is always moving. I always, again, this is just for me personally. This doesn't mean that this is the right way and anybody doing it different is the wrong way. But I've always looked at things as the world is moving. Technology changes, knowledge change. Listen, 10, 15 years ago, we didn't even have a website like YouTube.com. And now we got YouTube. Now everybody's on YouTube. And 15 years from now, maybe it won't be YouTube anymore. It might be something completely different. We know something's going to come along. It's going to replace some of the stuff that is the thing right now. So I've always looked at the world as, since it's always moving, I should always be moving. I should be evolving, catching on to what's going on. Doesn't mean I'm going to jump on every new wave and try to do every new fad or new trend that's going on. But it does mean that I'm going to evolve my skills. I'm going to develop along with other things developing. Something new comes out that I think I can take advantage of, I'm going to jump on it. And if something is not working anymore, I'm going to drop it and go do something else. And if I decide, even if something is working, and I decide I don't want to do it anymore, then I'm not doing it. That's just period what it is. I think a lot of people in life kind of get stuck in a certain position, not because they can't move and not because the thing that they're doing is so great necessarily. It's just because they are afraid of stepping out of what they've been doing and doing something other than that, because they think maybe people will be disappointed. Maybe people won't take to it as much as they took to the previous thing, as maybe they don't want it. They got the fear of missing out. I don't want to miss out on whatever I can gain from continuing to do this one thing if I try to go do this other thing. I want to stick here and make sure I don't lose this. This is the reason why people stay in bad relationships and stay in jobs that they don't like, because they're worried, well, I don't know if I'll get anything better. I don't know if the grass is actually greener on the other side. I've never had that problem. And again, I'm not saying that that's how everybody thinks, and I'm not saying that if you think that way is something wrong with you. I'm just saying this is what it is for me, and this is why I have done a whole lot of other things in my life outside of just sports related stuff, because I've always been a person who's looked at the world as a whole as, listen, I can do this, I can get in there, I can get in there, I can do that, and I can do the sports thing if I want to. If I want to come back and just do all sports, I will. If I want to not do anything regarding sports, I will. However I want to do it is how I'm going to do it. And however you want to carry things in your life, if you want to step away from what you've been doing for the last 10 years or what people know you for, whatever you want to say, do it. I mean, you'll never know what it is until you actually do it. As I said in the previous video, you'll not know how to do something or how it works or what it would have been for you until you actually put yourself in the situation. And most people never find out because they never step outside of what they've been doing, because they're afraid that they'll never get anything better. I don't know if you had that problem, but if you do, my course Bulletproof Mindset will help you out, and my book, The Mental Workbook, which I already told you about. Link is down there in the description. That'll help you out too. Everyone, y'all know my name, Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. Work on your game.